might actually make it out. We're gonna have to see if he does or not. Epic Will at the very top, playing for his life. He is by himself, but you know what? Epic Will is such a consistent player. He goes for the trap, unfortunately doesn't get it off in time, and the other player is able to escape.
Richie Stanaway picking up elimination on airwalk. So I mentioned how we've been by Richie. Mr. Fresh Asian gonna get tagged up for a headshot. Great shot from Epic Whale from NRG, a great performer at World Cup who's really shown up big here in 2019 and 2020 as a top player in Fortnite. Mr. Fresh Asian though, with Epic right above him. It's going to be an interesting fight, an interesting battle for high ground here. Let's see if Mr. Fresh Asian has some more tricks up his sleeve like he did in game 2.
Yeah, and you can see Epic Will did end up taking Lachlan out there. We have 12 players left in this lobby, but it seems like so many more when this zone is moving. The pressure is on, and you're going to have to use everything you have. Everything is coming down to this moment right here. 10 players left, 9 teams. That means 1 duo is left. The rest are solos. It is everybody fighting for their lives at this point.
Yeah, well, Bumper's going to take out one, but tough spot. Temp is going to go down here. Mr. Fresh Asian has the flopper. Same situation as last. We said 1,000 IQ last game. Let's see if he can do it again.
Yeah, and he is lagging a little bit behind Cease, but he is methodically building over. You can see using the floppers to mitigate a lot of that storm damage. Not panicking at all. Zate is going to rain down some shots with that SMG. Is going to take a moment to make sure he's at maximum shield, but does hold high ground right now over everyone else in this lobby.
Yeah, you called it. All solos left. I believe it's a one-on-one. 5 players left alive. Benji Fishy trying to hold it down for the UK and EU, who hasn't shown up incredibly well yet. Cease trying to do it as well. Mr. Fresh Asian does get taken out here. Zate is holding it down with high ground, but it's not, maybe not for long. Cease just tunneling and staying alive here on low ground.
Yeah, and he is actually going to go back into the storm to see if he can get anything out. Has 10 health left, but has a ton of mats. Oh my gosh, Cease actually gets taken out by Zate. Oh my gosh, we have 2 players remaining.
Benji, I think. No, Ruri.
Ruri against Zate. Zate has 8 health left, 6, and it's not going to be enough. Ruri ends up again from the high ground with the RPG. Second game in a row, we have seen it end in that fashion. You can see the team there breathing a sigh of relief. It must feel amazing to take game 3 in that fashion.
Undoubtedly. Ruri is going to represent the Asian region here, playing with Crazy Boy, my man who's most stylish. I don't know, stylish, craziest hair. Best dressed. We got all sorts of categories, but they also have a category of their own. Another victory royale, their first victory royale here for the Asia region. Great job by Ruri in that one in late game. Zate was in a pretty tough position. So 2 times now, again, the story of Zate has been consistency, but 2 times he had high ground and opts to lose that high ground to push low ground. He needed some heals, I think is the reason he did that. Was able to pick up one on Cease with a nice shot. Got some siphon, but Ruri with an RPG, it's a tough situation to be in for Zate.
Right, and just taking a look at Cease there, trying to stay hydrated in this Australian heat. Everybody actually taking a sip of water. That was an intense game 3 for sure. I cannot wait to see what we're looking at in terms of standings, because I feel like game 3 really shook things up.
It did. Yeah, we saw a couple teams, Benji Fishy stepping up in a big way and doing some great things. I'm going to go ahead and throw it over to my man Adrian, who's got an interview ready with Crazy Boy and the folks from Asia.
I certainly do. Crazy Boy, Ruri here. So we've got a bit of an interpreter. We're going to chat with you if that's okay. Man, how exciting was that for you?
Yeah, it was exciting. He did a good job. He did it.
He did it. Take us through the game. What were the moments for you? How did he get it done?
Yeah, it was like, we was like nervous first, but it was good game.
All good. What's it like being here, the Australian Open, inside this stadium, playing in front of Australians? What's that like for you guys?
I like Australia, so it's good to come here. I like it.
And tell us about the outfit as well. We've got the hair, the glasses, the outfit. Come on, man. Where did this, yeah, there we go. Hey, what do you think, ladies and gentlemen? You like that? I like it. Where did the inspiration come from?
Like, I'm an artist, I make music, so yeah, I like this kind of style, yeah.
Awesome, so that was game 3. We've got one more game to go. What are you thinking for the next one? We can take that one out as well? Maybe take the final prize today?
Yeah, we want to get it, yeah.
Nice, guys, give it up for our winners here. Game 4 still to come. What a result. Well done, guys.
What in here to rotating zones in one of the most stacked solo tournaments we've seen. Cease taking down Will, Jack's taking down Christ. We've got so many names going down now. Epic Whale player you were looking for just goes down the feed as Musel trying to find his way in. No! Goes down to Storm, unfortunately. Nyrock's going down 2 now.
And look at the kill feed at the top left of your screen right now. On board with Worthy. Worthy with high ground in a good spot, but getting tagged up. The circle's gonna flank now. On aimbot gets a good shot in.
It's the flopper play I was talking about. He takes the high ground late with the floppers.
Yeah, exactly right. Now there's only 7 players left in this lobby. A lot of Australian players still left. Volks is one of them, raised by Kings. Volks trying to do his thing. 3 players in the Storm. Volks probably in the best position to win this game. We'll see if he can close it out. But it is going to be H-King with rockets from high ground.
H-King trying to close one out. He's up there as well. The shot's coming out from behind. Someone taking high ground late off him. He has no materials. He's dropping down. Needs to find this elimination. To use the mini and Storm. He's taking a fair bit of Storm damage though. Volks is just in front of him. Trying to find his way in. The shots come out. He can't even see who's doing it. It's Worthy. It's OC on OC. Worthy trying to finish it off on Volks. He's just in front of him. He can't get it. There's someone still alive, I believe, higher up. He is back in Storm. We haven't got eyes on him. It's Ruri.
Japan's very own Ruri. He's going to try and drop the floor underneath him. Currently going to be able to finally do it. Worthy versus Ruri in a 1 versus 1. How epic is this? Australia versus Japan. Ruri's going to get RPG'd, trying to survive with high ground. Has a great amount of mats to his name as well.
He's got 6 floppers too. He can take a fair bit of Storm if he has to. With those mats and that high ground, he can hold it. There's nothing Worthy can do to get him down, but Worthy has 7 materials, takes the shots though, lasers him as he falls down. The shots come out. He needs to break this tarp right now. Ruri has all the advantage on the high ground, but Worthy's not looking like he does. He's doing the best. He knocks him out again. Ruri shoots and catches himself. These are 2 of the best players I've ever seen.
And you got to think Worthy is in a pretty tough situation here. Ruri should be able to close this one out, but Worthy, it's going to put some damage on Ruri, who keeps healing up, and there you have it. Ruri comes out on top. What an epic 1 versus 1 fight to close that out. Congratulations to Japan's Ruri.
He's got 15 points there. We know 10 is how many you get for the Victory Royale, so he has 10 points plus the 2 eliminations. So he went from 3 points in the first 2 to now 12 in the final. See how he goes with this one. Sorry, 13. So see how he closes this one out. That was an insane game. Japan coming out on top in a big way. See if they can find out how they go.
Ozzy, I have a note on my notepad here as a talking point that I wanted to chat with you if we had time about our standings. Europe was in 1st, North America was in 3rd, and the rest was Australia and New Zealand. The key point coming into this, where's Asia? Now, Ruri comes out on top and shakes things up quite significantly. Again, much like the Australian Open tennis matches, this is a global affair as we now have Asia with Ruri on the side station. Adrian, tell us how it's
guys,
going.
we're down here with our winner, Ruri. We have our interpreter here as well. So, firstly to Ruri, first time in Australia. How exciting is it to be here? First time here in Australia. Having a good time. Super exciting towards the end of that match. Very intense. What was he feeling?
But I did good job, I think.
So he's obviously performing against some of the best from around the world and here in Australia. He's representing Japan. What's he thinking about that? He must have some expectation on himself.
日本の代表として世界中の方たちと戦ってますけどどうですか？
とても嬉しくてすごい
Compete against all the world #1 people, but he's really excited and
Happy, excited, guys. Our winner for Game 3, Ruri, well done. Back to you, Ben.
Thanks, Adrian. Yeah, it's a very big Sugoi for me as well. An amazing game coming out from Ruri. Takes it out, a victory royale. Going to start making his way up towards the top of the leaderboard after